Well, sisters and brothers, colleagues and distinguished guests, let me first introduce myself. I am Susan Hopgood, President of Education International, and I'm very pleased to welcome you to this second Education International World Women's Conference. We are very happy to be here in Dublin, and we're very proud as well, because Dublin is a union town. Last year was the centennial commemoration of the largest labour conflict in the history of Ireland, the Dublin lockout. The year was 1913, and newly unionised workers were given a choice: keep their jobs or keep their union. Just a few kilometres from here, across River Liffey, there was the first Bloody Sunday in Irish history on August 31. The deadly attack on workers galvanised the world and helped to establish enduring principles: the right to organise and form a union, the power of collective action to force economic and political change, and the very notion of labour solidarity. Now flash forward in time. Next month, a new bridge opens over that same river. It's a 25-minute walk from here, past St Stephen's Green and Trinity College. Today, there are 23 crossings of the Liffey, not one of them named for a woman. But on May 20 this year, that will change when the Rosie Hackett Bridge is dedicated. Rosie was one of the first members of the Irish Transport and General Workers Union. When she was 18 years old, she organised the 3,000 women in the factory where she worked. She took part in Bloody Sunday, later joined the Irish Citizens' Army that battled for independence in 1916. There are accounts of her under fire in the park just steps away from us right now in St Stephen's Green, and she later went on to co-found the Irish Women Workers' Union. So this is a great reason for our Irish women to celebrate next month, because Rosie, like many women trade union and political activists, has largely been erased from history. There are many women who have played a significant role in the development of trade unions and in the promotion of democracy in countries all over the world, and we are following in their footsteps as we gather here this week in Dublin. For the next 3 days, ours is a very full plate. It is what you expect with a conference so ambitiously titled Women in Trade Unions and in Education, from words to action, on the move for equality. Each one of these very important sessions focuses on our dual roles as educators and as trade unionists. We have taken on these duties for ourselves and for our own students, classrooms and workplaces. But we cannot forget the duty we have to those who come behind us as we move forward, as we surely do year by year. A duty to never allow our history to be erased. Whether it's for the fundamental right to unionise, as Rosie Hackett faced, or knocking aside the barriers to leadership in our own local unions, as Mary Hatwood-Futrell and hundreds of other women have done, or recalling that before 1984 in my country of Australia, gender discrimination was perfectly legal. These are the links to the past that constantly remind us of our duty to the future. Our roles as educators and trade unionists and women make us indispensable to decision-making about education policies and priorities. But we are also a powerful force for advocacy and change across a range of issues. Education International represents the voice of some 30 million teachers and education employees in 400 organisations across 172 countries worldwide. Our Unite for Quality Education campaign has placed our voices and our education policies at the centre of international debate around the world and about the future of world development. And you'll hear more about that during this week. We are proudly democratic organisations. We live and practice the very assertion of rights and responsibilities that we ask of other political structures and we demand of our governments. And sisters and brothers, we are mobilisers. We are organisers. We are disciplined disruptors of any status quo that is satisfied with inadequate teacher quality, education resources or learning environments. We are women trade unionists fighting for human and trade union rights and quality education for all. We are the descendants of Rosie Hackett, and we are here in Dublin to learn from each other, to conspire with each other and to inspire each other. And there is not a force in the world that can stop us. So let us together make this a very successful conference.